Hey, welcome back to this video where I'm going to be finishing up one of my Journeymansmith knives for the Blade Show. I'll be testing for this Journeymansmith rating at the Blade Show. Unfortunately, we didn't get the earlier steps documented in video, but we will be able to get the last bits of it, which is going to be nice to see. I got this curly maple from a friend locally. It's really nice, and it has ambrosia coloring in there too. When it's finished out at the end of this video, it'll look holographic. It'll be crazy. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Alright, so what I'm going to do now that I have this block in line and squared up with the integral is drill my hole for the pin. And I've got a little piece of brass inlaid into the tang in this wood, and I measured that distance before I glued the handle on, so of course I could come back afterwards and drill it all the way through. The reason I put that brass in there is so the drill bit doesn't wobble when it hits hard steel, and it creates a gap around the pin. So I'm going to drill a 1/8 inch hole where that brass pin is, and it won't wobble when it hits that brass, and I'll have a really nice clean pinhole. Okay, so what I've done now is rough out the handle shape from the block of wood. Now I don't really have any square edges anymore. Everything is functional at this point. Now what we need to make it is beautiful. So I'm going to focus now on the shape of the guard, profile of the guard face. So I'm going to make a template that will fit on here. I'll trace it, grind the guard to shape, and then start with hand tools. Okay, so I'm basically done with the grinder work. I have bits and pieces of this up to 320 grit, some of it's up to 600 grit. And now I need to go and actually start hand filing to refine some of these curves and then hand sand all the way up to 2000 grit. What I'm doing right now is getting a really nice radius right on the end of the butt of the handle here, so it'll really come up and scoop up and be really crisp. And it's easiest for me to do that with a file. Right now I'm just smoothing out the knife's guard crack, and then I'll move on to the butt. I have special things in store for it. Okay, so what I'm about to do now is finish up all my work on the grinder, which is going to be cleaning up the butt end of the handle and getting a nice satin finish around the sides of the guard. I now have this knife 99% done. All I need to do is add the pin in here, which is really just a fail-safe. It's not even sometimes necessary for functionality, but it's always nice to have an extra pin in there. I'm going to be using stainless steel, so I'll go ahead and cut this and fit it to the handle. So strong. All I've got left to do now is buff this pin over now that I've glued it, take the tape off, and do the final sharpening. Thanks for sticking out to the end of the video and following along as I finish this knife, which is one of my Journeymansmith knife. This is my gut shovel design with an integral guard, stabilized curly maple handle. If you enjoyed the video, then please like it, please comment below, and don't forget to share with your friends. If you want to see other knives like this one, you can do so by going to my website, which is in the description below. It's hoffmanblacksmithing.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.